So as I mentioned in the previous news video, I would put it. I'm excited to see the Brawling Brutes against the Bloodline and McIntyre finally be teaming up with Sheamus. And also the question mark of if it's a 5-on-5, will who will be the final surprise partner? Will it be Kevin Owens to add an interesting dynamic? Will Seth Rollins join in? Like, who will be the final challenger for the War Games match? But they're finally adding some intrigue. And also, will Logan Paul or maybe Jake Paul be ringside for the babyfaces against the Bloodline at the Survivor Series? So we got a lot more questions and answers, but we still got 2 weeks left before Survivor Series. However, we only got a week left before All Out. I mean, Full Gear. And we only got a few hours left before Hard Times. I just wanted to give a quick update on the Nick Aldis situation. That Nick Aldis, that there may not be heat or tension. It just seems like it was a thing about presentation that Nick felt like the NWA was going a little bit more comedic, and he didn't like the fact that there was comedic, the comedy approach. He feels that if he can't explain it or would struggle to explain it to his mentor, Harley Race, that maybe it doesn't fit in the NWA. And I believe, in my opinion, that there is always space for comedy in wrestling. It should still be presented as a sport as best it can, but there's always space for some lighthearted comedy. But it actually needs to be funny for it to be considered comedy and not stupid or an insult to the audience, aka how Vince occasionally would present things. I understand Nick's approach. I understand Billy. And I'm just going to say it's an unfortunate way for what has been a great and very profitable relationship, or a very fortunate relationship for the NWA, to end the way it does. But if you guys are looking for wrestling tonight to spend some time watching, NWA Hard Times live from Louisiana tonight on, I'm assuming, Fight.tv, because that's usually where the NWA presents their pay-per-views. You got Trevor Murdoch defending the NWA World Championship against Matt Cardona and the former NWA World Television Champion Tyrus. Both Tyrus and Matt Cardona are former champions. Tyrus cashed in his Lucky 7 victory to get his title shot, and Matt Cardona never lost the NWA title. He was injured and had to vacate the title, so it is a very intriguing triple threat match. But also, NWA World Women's Champion Camilla is going against Kylie Lynn King and Chelsea Green for the NWA World Women's Championship, and a variety of title matches are also set to take place as the MLW open middleweight champion. I believe that's the name of the championship. Davey Richards is also competing tonight against Colby Carino, as MLW once again pairs up with the NWA. For a broadcast. But that was just a quick stop. The main focus tonight is the World Title Eliminator Tournament. As an update for those who may not know, the Lance Archer Ricky Starks match that was supposed to fill out the first round is actually going to take place next week, assumingly on Dynamite, as the articles that I've looked up have not actually been that clear when the match would take place. But I assume, considering the fact that the match was postponed after Dynamite due to the attack from Lance Archer on Ricky Starks on Dynamite, that I would assume the match would take place on Dynamite next week, with the remaining second round matches, as All Eagle Ethan Page will fight on Rampage next week. Let me rephrase that. The second round matches will take place on Rampage, with the finals taking place at Full Gear, and I did get clarity on when the winner of the World Title Eliminator tournament will get his title shot. The winner of the World Title Eliminator tournament will get his title shot on December the 14th at Winter is Coming, which I needed clarity on not too long ago because I wasn't sure when that actually was happening. I was, because AEW does have a tendency to allow barely any build for world title matches. But it's good to see that they're actually giving a month for the new champion to for the build for the new champion. Uh, don't you notice how I keep saying new champion? Because I'm not dead set on the idea that MJF is going to win at Full Gear. But I think anybody in the World Title Eliminator tournament is a capable challenger for either MJF or Mox, whoever wins at Full Gear. MJF. But if you do not want spoilers from Rampage last night, I will bid you farewell here because we're going to talk about the remainder of the World Title Eliminator tournament. So if you do like the video, feel free to leave a like. Let me know down in the comment section below who you would like to see win the World Title Eliminator tournament and challenge either Mox or MJF. And also let me know down in the comment section below if you are dead set on Mox or MJF being the winner. I think it's very, very much almost academic that MJF will finally become world's champion at Full Gear, but that's just me. But let me know down in the comment section below your thoughts on this. Any and all interaction with the video does actually help the video, so I would very much appreciate it. But before you go, do not forget to ding that bell to always know when a new video is up on the channel. See you again soon. Okay, if you did decide to hang out, I do appreciate it. And the spoilers from Rampage last night are that Bandito defeated Rouge and Brian Cage defeated Dante Martin to advance in the tournament, which means Bandito is facing Ethan Page and Brian Cage is going against the winner of Lance Archer versus Ricky Starks, which, with the history that Ricky Starks has with Brian Cage, that would be an interesting match, as would Lance Archer versus Brian Cage. But I think it's more likely that we see Ricky Starks versus Brian Cage as opposed to Lance Archer. But that's just me. As far as the way the World Title Eliminator tournament is going. And I, for one, will stick with Ethan Page being the one that will challenge MJF at Winter is Coming because it would stick with the idea of the Firm being a thorn in MJF's side as the world's champion due to what happened a few weeks ago when the Firm turned on MJF and put him through a table. But that's just my thoughts on this, and that's my thoughts on wrestling. I will be doing another preview next week for Rampage and predictions for Full Gear as we draw closer to the final pay-per-view for AEW of 2022. But if you're looking for wrestling tonight or next week, the NWA has Hard Times live from Louisiana on Fight.tv. Impact Wrestling has Overdrive next week on Friday. Which actually Impact Overdrive is on Access live from Louisiana. It is Impact Overdrive's pay-per-view event. Oh, wait, no. I apologize. I do apologize. It is actually not on Access. It is saying following Thursday night's episode of Impact on Access. This is the updated card for Overdrive, the pay-per-view event on November the 18th. But it is on November the 18th. um, that the card will take place. And then you also have Full Gear next week. And in 2 weeks, Thanksgiving weekend, or 3 weeks in Thanksgiving weekend, whatever it is Survivor Series. So you got an action packed month still to come of wrestling going through the month of November. And by the end of this, I will know when and where Impact Wrestling has their pay per view, AEW, all the stuff. So it's a one stop shop for any information, any and all information for you, the wrestling fan. I do appreciate everybody stopping in and hanging out or clicking on the video. That's my streaming outro. But I do appreciate you clicking on the video. Let me know down in the comment section below your thoughts on everything that I discussed in this video, from the World Title Eliminator Tournament to the current status with Nick Aldis. And if you would like to see Nick Aldis in a different company, or you think Nick may show up in WWE, Impact, where is Nick Aldis going in 2023? Do you actually care about Nick Aldis? Let me know also down below, and also your thoughts on the World Title Eliminator Tournament. Who will be challenging MJF or John Moxley at Winter is Coming on December the 14th? We still have time to figure it out, but I want to know your thoughts down below. Any and all interaction with the video does help and is much appreciated. But most of all, for your sake, do not forget to ding down that notification bell before you leave to always know when a new video is up on the channel. And I will see you guys again tomorrow for another news video. See you again soon.